Oh. Oh. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have a very fun video planned today. I'm coming at you from after I've already completed it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm still full. That's the laundry. Growing up, I was always a super huge fan of going to amusement parks. I grew up near Six Flags over Texas, if you know where that is. And I would often go on some mother-daughter trips with my mom to Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios. We loved those places. So just from being at home and being quarantined, I'm like, man, I'm really craving some like Disney park food right now. And so I'm like, why don't I try to make some recipes at home straight from the parks? Before I get started, I want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of this video, Green Chef. You know who it is, and I love them. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company, and it delivers some of the best meals that I eat throughout the week. They offer dishes for a variety of different lifestyle, including vegan, vegetarian, keto, and paleo. Green Chef offers recipes that are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, chef tips, and photos to guide you along. I especially love the fact that all of the different spices are pre-measured. The great thing too is that you can switch up your meal plan whenever you're ready to try a new way to eat. The other thing is that Green Chef offers contactless delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking. And this time I got some unbelievable chicken recipes and pork, and I made myself mini meatloaves. So go to greenchef.us/CandaceLowry100 and enter code CandaceLowry100 for $100 off and free shipping on your first box. Alright, so let's dive into these recipes. I am going to warn you now, there are Disney superfans out there. There are Disney adults. I am not that far, you know, over there on the spectrum of like Disney fan. So I will say, if you're watching this video and you're a huge Disney fan, give me a break. I'm trying my best here. And I found myself in the last few weeks, for some reason, just like falling into a rabbit hole of Disney resort videos. I don't know why. I really wanted to make sure that I would make recipes that people would recognize, but also are things you can really only get at the resorts. So I kind of wanted to avoid the Mickey Mouse shaped ice creams, Rice Krispies, kind of basic recipes like that. So for breakfast, I was looking at a bunch of quintessential breakfasts at Disney World and Disney Park. I came across the Tonga toast from the Polynesian resort at Disney World, and I was like, all right, we gotta make this. If you've never had the Tonga toast or heard of it, it is essentially deep fried French toast stuffed with bananas. And it's a big 3-inch block of French toast. So I was super excited to make that. So let's check it out. I started by creating my cinnamon sugar topping with cinnamon and sugar. And then I whisk it all together and set it aside. Then I created my batter, which was 2 eggs, some whole milk, and some cinnamon, and then some more sugar, of course. And I whisked that all together just until it was mixed, and then I measured exactly 3 inches of my bread, and that would be my Tonga toast. I then grabbed half of a banana, sliced it up, and then did my best to really stuff it in that body of that bread, but it already was looking delicious. Then I dipped it in the batter ever so carefully, and it was like soaking up everything, so I went as fast as I could, and I dunked it into my piping hot oil just for a few minutes, and I kept a temperature on there. Then I doused it in my cinnamon sugar blend, plated it with a beautiful little strawberry, and it was stunning and golden brown. All right, what do we think?
This is for breakfast?
Yeah.
That's delicious looking. Oh my God. That does look like something you would get at Disney. Is this from Goofy's Kitchen?
No. Oh, okay.
It's just getting naughtier and naughtier.
This is sugar-free. All right, should we dig in?
You see why it's called the happiest place on earth? Mmm.
This is bad. Whoa. No diets at Disney.
I mean, it's just like a pillow. Straight out of Goofy's kitchen.
It's not Goofy's kitchen.
You ever been to Goofy's kitchen?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Have you been to Goofy's?
Hell yeah.
I didn't have the pleasure of Goofy's kitchen. I had Six Flags over Texas. Tonga toast, 10 out of 10.
Incredible.
Then for lunch, I had seen this post go super viral last year while we were all in quarantine. The official Disney blog has been releasing some of their official recipes. And so I saw that this grilled cheese went mega viral and I was like, I have to try this. I decided to make the Toy Story Land grilled cheese, which is heavy cream, shredded cheddar cheese, sliced cheddar cheese, provolone, mayonnaise, garlic, and cream cheese. And I knew it was gonna be pretty intense, so I had to bring Jack in for this one. But this is how it went. All right, y'all, this grilled cheese was a beast, okay? I started out creating the cream cheese layer, which is cream cheese, sharp cheddar shredded, heavy cream, and then I mixed all of that together and set it aside, and it looked like this. Then I created garlic mayo with mayo, a little bit of garlic and salt, mix that together. That's what I'd be putting on the bread. So I decided to slather up my pieces of bread with this mayonnaise. I threw it on a pan, added my slice of provolone, then that cream cheese mixture. Then I added 2 slices of cheddar cheese, topped it with the other side of bread, flipped it ever so carefully, and just looked at it for a little bit. Oh my God, I can't. Then I cut it in half and just look at this cheese pull that I accomplished here. I am so proud of myself and I was ready to eat it. Quality control is coming in. Holy moly. I don't even know how to eat this.
You get this at Disneyland?
Whoa.
Mmm. It's not even fair when someone would make this.
I think I need to take Lactaid and I'm not even lactose intolerant. Like, well, good thing we have multiple bathrooms in this.
No.
I've never had cream cheese in a grilled cheese before. I know how to make Jack a happy camper. Man, that's good. So by midday, I was pretty much dying because I was so full already. And I remembered the reason why you're not stuffed constantly at Disney is that you're walking around. And I'm like, I decided to spend a lazy long weekend doing this to myself. So the snack that I wanted to have was the quintessential Dole Whip. This was a quickie. It was super easy to make. So all it consists of is frozen pineapple, vanilla ice cream, pineapple juice, and you just throw that all in a food processor or blender. I mean, we all know that this is so delicious. It's so refreshing, especially on those really hot days. And then came dinner. And I wanted to do something newer. This was a recipe from Galaxy's Edge. If you haven't seen the foods from Galaxy's Edge, they're actually really creative and cool, and I won't dive into the blue milk or green milk because I've heard that opinions on that are extremely fierce and extremely divided. I created the Yob Shrimp Noodle Salad, which was a little bit on the lighter side, which I feel like I really needed at this point. They call all of their recipe items things from the Star Wars universe, but of course, the Yob shrimp are shrimp. So I'll show you what I did here. All right, so I started things off by making the dressing with some soy sauce, lime juice, sugar, garlic, a little bit of sriracha, and cornstarch to kind of thicken it up. Then I got my dried mushrooms and doused them in some hot water, grabbed my rice noodles and soaked them in boiling water for exactly 15 minutes. And while that was happening, I was cooking up my shrimp. These are some really fat, juicy ones I've found at Fred Meyer. I let those cool off, and then I needed to cut up my veggies. I thinly sliced some onions, cut up some carrots, and then I sliced up a bell pepper. Finally, after my noodles were ready, I put them in a bowl, then added all of the different vegetables to it. I topped it with the dressing, tossed it as much as I kind of could, and then I added my shrimp. And this was a super easy meal, and it was actually kind of nice to eat something that was a little lighter because I was so full from the grilled cheese and the toast, so it was pretty good, pretty light. Then the pièce de résistance was the Jack Num Nums cookies. I partially chose them because they have Jack's name in them, and I love Jack. And I have seen these all over Instagram, and I was like, I have to try these massive hockey pucks of chocolate chip cookies. At first, I was going to do these chocolate chip cookies from Gideon's Bakehouse, which look insane if you haven't seen them. But Disney didn't have their official recipe out, so these Jack cookies actually had the official recipe. I decided to do the long version where you chill the dough overnight because I was so full. So I'm gonna show you what these look like here, and you're going to wanna make them at home. Just by looking at these ingredients, you know it's going to taste good. So I grabbed my butter and I needed to brown it. So essentially what you do is cook it on medium high, constantly stirring, and it's gonna kind of look like Mountain Dew and then urine, and then it's gonna quickly turn brown, and that's when you take it off the stove. I let it cool and I added my brown sugar and white sugar, because you need both these days. Then Jack decided to lick my instruments that I needed to use, so he washed them for me. Then I added some vanilla, an egg and an egg yolk, and I mixed those together. Then I added my flour and baking soda, and I was worried that the batter was gonna be too dry, but it was actually pretty nice. Then comes those chocolate chunks, and you need to get those square ones because it really gives it the authenticity of the dish. Oh my God. You scoop 3 tablespoons of dough into a little cookie cup thing, press those down, and then put them in the fridge overnight. Then I baked these bad boys for about 22 minutes until they were just browned, and they smelled so good. They were pretty thick and heavy, which I actually loved, and I just had to get this shot right here with the melty chocolate. All right, those cookies were out of this world. And with all the sugar I used, they actually weren't that sweet. They were delicious and buttery and kind of like chewy at the same time, and heavy and dense. And so you definitely, if you make them at home, it's gonna make 8 like pretty big size cookies. So I made Jack take the rest into work so I wouldn't get another stomach ache. I absolutely loved this challenge. I really would love to do it longer. I didn't realize how many unique recipes there were in the Disney World parks until I started diving deeper into the videos, and like now I understand why people spend multiple days going to the parks over the course of the year just to try all of these different unique foods. And it's really cool that Disney is kind of releasing these recipes as they go so we can make them at home. And so people like me stuck in Seattle can still have a Disney experience from out of my kitchen. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to put all of the recipes down below so that you have access to them. I highly recommend all of them. And if you have a favorite Disney food or recipe, let me know in the comments because I would love to continue making some of these things. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.